What's going on, guys? For those of you who have not met me, my name is Jacob Schultz. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur living in Las Vegas, and this is my story. So a little background, I was raised by my single mother. My parents got divorced at a very young age, and growing up, I didn't really know what I wanted to do 100% with my life. I know at one time I wanted to be a computer engineer, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, and then my end decision, which I went to college for, was I wanted to be a firefighter. But none of those worked out because every single time I pursued one, something was tugging me that this isn't for you, you need to do something else. So growing up, I always was like a little hustler. I always had that little entrepreneurship, like little Nick, but I didn't really realize it until this year, really. It all started when I was 14. This is what I remember, like my first transaction, my first step in my journey for entrepreneurship. So I was 14, I wanted Oakley sunglasses so bad. I thought they were the coolest things. I wanted a pair of shades. So I went online, I went to go look at how much they were, and I could not believe that they were $100. Now, being raised by a single mother, we weren't really financially doing well. I never really had money at all growing up, and I know a 14-year-old Jake is not gonna ask his mom for $100 to drop on a pair of sunglasses. So I decided, okay, well maybe there's cheaper ones. What if I look up knockoffs? So I Google Oakley knockoffs, and the first search result I saw was from a website, DHgate, which is where I currently source my products right now, which is hilarious. But it was on DHgate, and I found that I could buy Oakley sunglasses for $5 a pair that were knockoffs, and I was like, whoa. The only catch is that I had to buy 20 at a time. So that right there was like, okay, well, I can either buy 20 pairs of sunglasses for 100 or one real one for 100. What should I do? And then it came into my mind, maybe I wasn't the only dude who wanted Oakley sunglasses but couldn't afford them. So maybe if I buy these extra 19, that I could resell them and either make my money back or for a profit. So I did just that. I did a ton of chores. I busted my butt trying to get all this $100 as a 14-year-old kid, trying to get all that saved up. And then the day I had it, I gave $100 to my mom, I used her credit card, and I purchased 20 pairs of Oakley sunglasses. So as soon as I got them, I thought they were the coolest things in the world. I put mine on, was filming myself, took a couple selfies for MySpace, and then with the extra 19, I put them on Craigslist, and I was just thinking, okay, how much could I sell these for? I did a crazy number. I said, okay, keep in mind I sourced them for $5. I said one for 25 or two for 20, okay? The very next day, I got hit up for someone wanting to get 2 pairs. So I believe it only took me about a month of time. Throughout that month, I drove to the gas station. I didn't drive, I'm sorry. I rode my bicycle to the gas station every other day basically to sell a pair of shades and do a really sketchy transaction in front of a gas station selling fake Oakley sunglasses. So off the top of my head, I'm not sure how much money I made within the first month, but I know I made about $3 grand throughout my time selling Oakley sunglasses on Craigslist, because once I sold all the pairs and I had all this extra cash, I was like, why not rinse and repeat? Why not do it again? So that's exactly what I did. Just started doing that as much as I could. So after I had all this extra cash and the Oakley shades were kind of dying out, I was wondering, okay, what other things can I sell for a profit? So I went on DHgate, the site that I initially bought the glasses for, and then I went on eBay. And what I would do, hours every day, I would just go through one product on DHgate, type what it is on eBay, see how much for it's selling on eBay. If the profit's not there, I would just move on to the next thing. That was my method of product research. Literally copying, pasting a text from DHgate, copy, pasting into eBay, and going one by one, and seeing what the profit is and if there's a demand for it. So throughout my life, from 15 to 19, actually like 15 to 20, I would just be cross-referencing DHgate with eBay and selling little knick-knack items, selling items over time that I buy in wholesale and just sell on eBay for a profit. So I was making a couple $100s here and there. There was only about 2 times where I found like a really nice winner, but then the trend would die almost immediately. And I was doing $100 days sometimes, some parts of my life, but it would only happen for like a week at a time. So when I was 19 or 18, I believe, yeah, when I was 19, I tried selling on Amazon. I was doing the same thing I was doing with eBay, trying to sell little knick-knack items on Amazon, but there really wasn't a market for me. So I kind of just put it to the side. And over time, I would still keep trying things on Amazon. Whenever I purchased products, I try to sell them on Amazon, create my own listing. No idea what I was doing, because Amazon is a whole new beast on eBay, but I would just be losing money on all these products all the time. I would try to advertise, have no idea anything about keywords or how to advertise. So throughout the year of me learning how to work Amazon, I lost about $10,000 in advertising and on bad products. Now, how does someone like me lose a lot of money and be able to still keep going? Well, every single job I've had growing up was literally used to build capital so I could buy products, okay? So in the beginning, I worked at a clothing store, I worked in the restaurant, and then in the end, I actually delivered pizza. Now, when I was delivering pizza, I was going to college full time. I had 6 classes a week, and I was delivering pizza 50 hours a week. And every single night, after work, after school, I'd come home and just spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out this eBay and Amazon thing. So I really kind of stepped off eBay for a little bit because I was learning a little bit more about Amazon and how big of a beast it is. So I was having some more product success on Amazon at the time. And I just keep testing the market, see what's going on, keep learning for myself by literally spending money and learning all these new algorithms and learning about keyword research. I spent hours and hours learning by self-educating and then just testing with my own money, my own products, actually taking action. And it wasn't until October of 2016 that I found my first product. I ordered about 20 units and I was able to sell out those units, I believe, within the same day. And I made all my money back, and just like what I did with Oakley's, because it's muscle memory, and invested back in that product, and it brought it to the market again. So I believe the first month when I did that, made about 3 grand, and then I just kept scaling and it kept expanding because I was able to put more money into the same product, and then it just kept building and it kept growing, and I was able to use that money into more products and test more markets because I had a lot more money to play with. So there was a point in time where I was super uncomfortable with like full-blown quitting my job because I was making more than what I was making a day at where I was delivering pizza, and I was just scared of just quitting and pursuing it full time because it's scary quitting your job and literally relying on online income because it was coming in, but I was still frightened. So there came to a point where I had enough money in my bank account that I could live for a year and not make a single dime online, and I could live for a year comfortably. And that's when I decided to quit my job and pursue this full time. Now it's about that time too that I dropped out of college and decided that firefighting wasn't for me because I just made a firefighter salary within a month. So where I'm at now is I'm teaching people on how to make money on Amazon because making money online, it's a whole nother beast. There's so many get rich quick things. There's so many people that ruin it for everybody. And there's so much false information that gets thrown around by people that don't know what they're talking about. So now what I'm up to is I created a course on how to sell products on Amazon, how exactly I went from working my 9-to-5 job to making 6 figures a year just by selling my own private label products. And this is all the resources and information and tools I've learned through the past about 2 years of me learning myself exactly how to work Amazon, how to do keywords, how to advertise, how to do effective product research. The entire course is an A through Z platform and teaches you exactly what I do. So no matter is what you do or what you decide to do, making money online is it's possible. So I'm just very glad this opportunity Amazon has given me to be able to sell my own products and just make an absolute killing. And really, it's just unreal. I would have never in a million years picture where I'm at today. So for those of you guys who are interested in learning more about the entire system of selling private label products on Amazon, we got a link in the description below. Get signed up. There's going to be a free training series as well. Basically an entire rundown of Amazon FBA in a nutshell. I hope with my story you definitely learned something that I'm seriously just an average guy. And with anything, the more work and the more effort, the more consistency you put into it, there's going to be a lot of failures. I've had so many failures. Like I've said, I've lost $10,000 not knowing what I was doing. But after all those failures, if you just keep learning and you just don't stop, eventually there's going to be a huge payout. And once it comes, it's absolutely amazing. So I want you to click the link below if you're interested. Get started. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jacob Schultz. That is my story, and I appreciate you guys following me on my journey. Have a great day. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Take care.